For many decades now, the dollar has been the world's reserve currency, and it has kept the U.S. economy strong. But that might be changing. Trends forecaster Gerald says it is very likely that the dollar will lose its reserve status, much to the detriment of the nation's already shaky economy.
Because you see, the dollar is a reserve currency primarily after it was taken off the gold standard finally. It had a little peg to it back in 1971. But the deal that was struck was that the Saudis would sell oil in petrodollars. So the dollar remained the reserve currency. And back then, of course, there was no China, no Russia, in the world marketplace. So the United States still had that power. But now what's going on is that they're devaluing the dollar through the quantitative easing. And they're not alone in this, by the way. The Europeans are doing it with ongoing monetary transactions. We just heard from the Bank of Japan. What they're doing, $1.4 trillion worth of same scheme as the QEs. So now what you have is a new reserve currency starts to create itself as the dollar declines. What it will mean to the average person, everything you buy from another country is going to cost more because the value of your Zimbabwean dollar or your United States dollar declines because it's no longer the reserve currency in the case of the United States. And this is important that people don't understand. They think there'll be inflation. Yes, in one way it will because it will cost you more to buy the product, but the price of the product hasn't gone up. The value of your currency has declined. And that's what will happen when the United States loses its supreme status as world reserve currency.
So this would shift the balance of power economically, militarily. The U.S. would lose its leverage.
Precisely. It will no longer be the reserve currency. It will have competition. And you're seeing it again, not only in an alliance between China, Russia, and Iran. You're also seeing it not only in the currency terms, but also in terms of a military alliance. The first person that the new president of China went to see was Vladimir Putin.
Gerald Celente is head of Trends Research Institute out of Kingston, New York. For more of his well-regarded economic forecasts, go to the Trends Research website.